Dog, man's best friend. In scary movies, they're the first to sense something is wrong, often growling at the air because they're somehow more attuned to the supernatural. They're our protector, and sadly, often the first casualty. But not today.
Justice for John Wick's puppy.
Hello, we're Andy, the Maniacal Cinephile, and today we're sniffing around and reviewing Good Boy. It's the new haunted house movie told entirely from a dog's point of view. It's The Shining meets Cujo. Before the rabies.
Andy, the doggy doesn't die, does he?
No, little buddy. The director made it very clear that the dog is safe.
If this was the POV of a cat, it'd be 90 minutes of judgment and licking itself.
Good Boy is the first feature film from director Ben Leonberg, who co-wrote the movie with Alex Cannon. The movie stars Shane Jensen, Arielle Friedman, Larry Fessenden, and the director's real-life dog, Indy. I assume the dog was named after Indiana Jones. Wasn't Indiana Jones named after his dog? Because there's a Indiana Jones movie playing on the TV, but they couldn't get the rights, so it's some guy in a fedora punching people.
That basically sums up those movies.
The dog even gets his Indiana Jones moment when he's running into the cellar before the door closes on him. All Indy needed to do was reach back and grab his collar. Because it's told from the dog's POV, the movie has a distinct visual approach, often framing scenes from the dog's eye level.
Does the doggo speak?
No.
Are there subtitles?
If there were, it'd be 80 minutes of dog panting. Also, little buddy, you can't read.
But how am I supposed to know what the doggy is feeling?
Well, it's called the Kuleshov effect. It's an editing trick demonstrated by Russian filmmaker Lev Kuleshov in the 1910s. Basically, you take one shot of an emotionless face and then cut to something else. Cut to a bowl of soup means he's sad. Cut to a coffin means he's hungry.
Cut to a keg means he's ready to party.
Show a dog and cut to a ghost means he's scared.
I guess I'm used to Scooby-Doo yelling ruh-roh.
So, let's see if Good Boy will make us sit and stay. Or get up and leave. We meet Todd, a young man with a chronic lung disease who is coughing up blood.
Or maybe he's just really allergic to his dog.
Todd decides the best treatment plan isn't doctors or medicine, but moving into his grandpa's creepy old house in the woods. It seemed like a good idea, because that's where his sick grandpa mysteriously died.
Why is this a good idea?
I'd move in too. It's cheap. And there are disembodied voices in the basement. Try finding that on Zillow.
Todd brings his dog Indy, who immediately senses there's something in the house other than black mold. Dogs have that sense. Humans, not so much.
A white family will see a chair levitate across the room and assume it's the wind.
Todd's sister Vera is worried, not only because her brother is coughing up blood like Walter White, but because she suspects the house is haunted.
He moved into an episode of Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Indy is seeing a shadow person, or mud man, walking around the house.
What rent do you pay to be tracking mud all over the floor?
At one point, Indy sees the Swamp Thing, but it's really Richard, the neighbor, who looks like the Zodiac Killer in a ghillie suit. The neighbor keeps bringing up that he has fox traps all over. Fox traps over here. Fox traps over there. Fox traps in my underwear.
Damn foxes! Keep eating his Slim Jims!
So it becomes very clear that Indy is gonna step in one. It was too telegraphed.
Like when John Cena does the five-knuckle shuffle.
Enough! Miz! You can't see me! Here it comes!
Meanwhile, Todd's health is tanking faster than the live-action Snow Shite. He's coughing up blood, snapping at Vera, smashing his head against the door, and even puts his hands on Indy before putting him in the literal doghouse. You know what? Your father spent many nights in one. But will Indy be able to save Todd from this dark entity trying to drag him into the afterlife?
Not with his health insurance.
Good Boy flips the horror trope of the dog dying in the first act. This trope hits hard because dogs are loyal and innocent. Instead of being the warning siren or the sacrificial lamb, Indy becomes the hero and the lens through which we experience the spooky tale. It gives this tired, haunted house story a fresh coat of paint.
When the walls aren't bleeding.
Good Boy is the movie for people who record their dog looking at nothing and whining.
Usually because they forgot to feed it.
In the comments, let me know, who is your favorite horror movie dog? Mine is probably Beast from The Hills Have Eyes.
Mine is Shadow from Homeward Bound.
Little buddy, that's not a horror movie.
Mine is the Husky from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Evil. That's no dog. That's imitation. It's easy to root for an adorable dog. Including a dog also makes the horror more personal and emotional. Indy's unconditional love for his human is the emotional core of the film. Indy is a good boy.
Not to be confused with the movie's Best Boy.
The cinematography was surprisingly gorgeous and shot in a stylized way. One thing you notice early on is that we don't see the humans' faces.
Like the grown-ups in Charlie Brown.
The faces are always out of frame, in shadow, or out of focus. We don't see a human's face until the final minutes of the movie, and there's a good reason for it.
And here I thought the actor playing Todd was under witness protection.
For Indy's performance, they say there were no CGI enhancements, but there was a close-up or two of the dog's eye that was possibly CG, and there was a rough computer-generated fox that was a little jarring.
So that's why Richard can't catch that fox. It's a fake. It's a faux fox.
The runtime is only 1 hour and 13 minutes, which is pretty short for a feature. But there's a reason for that. They say to never film with kids or animals.
Or Steven Seagal.
Every scene features Indy, which made this film both unique and challenging. According to the director, shooting took 400 days, over 3 years. It took them 1 whole day to get a shot that was 8 seconds long.
That poor bastard. Will somebody throw the director a milk bone?
After the movie, there was a short making of. Whenever Indy is looking intently at something, it's usually the director behind the camera making quack noises. Quack, 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 quack.
A technique he learned from Alfred Hitchcock.
There are several moments when Todd's performance is bland. Most of his dialogue sounded like it was recorded later in a booth and felt lifeless. The dog really is the best actor in the movie. And he didn't even know he was making a movie.
I hope Indy got his SAG card. And a Scooby snack.
So, would I recommend Good Boy? Yeah. It's not the best horror movie of the year, but I applaud the director's patience, ambition, and dedication. It was basically a family movie Leonberg shot at home with his dog and produced with his wife.
It's the heartwarming story of a director, his dog, and his bitch.
Evil. It's not perfect. After a while, this becomes Dog Staring at Nothing, the movie. And on several occasions, I was begging for the Shadow Man to do something besides stand there. Come on! Do something! There was one effective jump scare. However, then you realize maybe the thing in the corner isn't a ghost or demon, but Death himself, coming to collect.
That, or the hospital's debt collector.
Good Boy is a visually striking, heartbreaking horror movie that takes the haunted house concept and turns it into something truly unique with its approach and twist.
I demand a sequel. Gooder Boy.
Overall, it was an enjoyable theater experience. Not only did I like the movie, but I got this free Fanta cup from the Black Phone too.
And I got a free kitty crown from Gabby's dollhouse.
And I took home a free movie theater employee.
Help! Somebody help me!
I thought it smelled like popcorn in here. We've been Andy, the Maniacal Cinephile.
Thanks for liking and subscribing.
Join our Patreon, hit the bell, and now watch another damn video.